Well, I'll tell you what, our guys had a really good pace of play to them. They played hard. I told them there's two components for us to having shorter practices, and I said one is playing hard, and for the most part our guys do that, so that's not a problem. The second component is listening. You know, sometimes we have to re-explain drills and re-explain cuts over and over again, and that's what drags practices on. So we want to have shorter, crisp practice, and I think right now we did a pretty good job of it, but we got to open our ears and listen so we don't have to re-explain things.
What did you like about the tempo? I mean, you've got a lot of guys coming back that kind of understand how you like to practice in terms of tempo. Did you be satisfied with that today?
Yeah, I thought our guys played hard. I think the pace of play was really good. There were some times, you know, in 2-hour practice that's going to happen where it drags down a little bit, but there was always somebody that was a veteran like Tyson or Fred or Raquez or Colin that got it going again. So I thought the practice was really spirited. The thing I liked the most about it is when we competed, guys went at each other, and that's what you need.
What was it like having all those options for the first time here?
Well, you know what? When you look at it, it looks like a lot of options, but a lot of those guys are walk-ons. You know, so it's good having those bodies out there, but how many bodies are actually going to play for you? That's where it kind of gets misconstrued a little bit.
When you look at the first practice, maybe like the first step in a marathon, what are you looking forward to, or what are you looking for today?
Well, you know, the biggest thing I wanted out of it is I wanted guys to come in with some exuberance about practice. I want them excited about the first day of practice because it's a long haul, like you said, a marathon. And so if the guys come in the first day kind of dreading practice, then you got no chance. But the guys came in with a lot of excitement and a lot of enthusiasm. And that's what I was looking for the most part.
When we talked to you last week, Rick, you've always said, I want to play fast, I want to play up-tempo, I want to get the ball, and I want to go. And I don't think there's any coach in America that has ever said, I want to slow it down and I want to win with 45 points. It's just not a sexy thing to say. But with this kind of a young group, you have to almost kind of say, hey, look, let's make sure we don't throw it in the stands. Let's make sure a turnover doesn't happen. Let's make sure we're efficient. And maybe not fast, but efficient.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, the offense now in college football. Right. The only way you can play fast is if you practice fast. And so I think that's the thing we got to make sure we're doing when we're practicing all of our drills, where we're doing our fast break things. It's got to be fast tempo, and it's kind of got to be chaotic. And that's the way you want it. You want guys trying to figure some things out on their own without you explaining it every single time. There was a couple times where we were going back and forth, and there was only 4 guys out there, or 3 guys out there, or there was 3 5s instead of a 5 and a 4. And I want that. I want those guys to try to figure some things out on their own, but I want them doing it at a fast pace.
What do you do with the guys who aren't quite 100% right now, health-wise?
Well, you know, that's really not my department. You know, it's for Scotty and Coach Aikens. I tell those guys, whatever they do with them on the sideline, make sure they're trying to tax their heart as much as possible. So, you know, I'm not an athletic trainer. I'm not a strength coach. I just want them, when I look over there, I want to see them sweating.
Who didn't fully participate today?
Well, you still got Wendell, obviously, Jacoby, but that was really it. Colin had a little bit of a back issue, but that's not a big thing, but he was ready to go. He practiced full.
Is the transition to college basketball practices and being a college basketball player kind of, where's IJ with that right now? Is he kind of got his head on a swivel right now?
Well, he's unique. I mean, he goes at a great pace already, and that's part of like his high school coaching. You know, Coach Flanagan's a really good coach, and he demands that those guys practice hard and play hard. So he's coming in with a pretty good pedigree already. So he really hasn't been a problem at all as far as like getting on him about his pace of play. So, you know, that's really refreshing because usually that's the first thing you got to teach is teaching guys how to play hard. And so if you don't have to teach that, now you can actually teach basketball, which is what we all want.